Scott Howard Cooper, we're just wondering what you think you can bring to this team in particular, the biggest contribution that you can make.
I think for me, just coming in and, continuing, to be the player that I've always been, that hard worker, sticking to, what I know, getting extra possessions. I've been working on my three-ball more this past summer, so, I think I can come in and contribute in that field, knock down open shots. Being a primary defender, that's something else, I've worked on this summer. So, just being myself and, just, adding to what I've been doing, and just trying to do it at a more consistent and, at a high level.
Third row, right-hand side, Phil.
Hey, Alfonso. Phil Barber, Santa Rosa Press, Democrat. Such a changeover on the roster this summer. I'm wondering, is it strange for you, just a year after you were the newcomer here, to be now one of the guys who's actually been here longer than a lot of others?
That is kind of funny because I was thinking. I was here 1 year, but coming into this year, seeing how the roster has changed. It is a little weird, but in this business, these things like this happen, every season. Rosters change, people go other places, and for me to be one of the guys, who was around last year and got to experience, making it to the NBA Finals, I think I could definitely be a help, for some of the younger guys, coming in and not really knowing, how to handle certain situations, and just me being here last year and being with the guys I was with last year, I would be able to help up and, step up as, more of a leader in that regard.
Fourth row, right-hand side.
Alfonso, Mason Bisada, Martinez Tribune. There's been a lot of talk about the starting small forward spot, at least until Clay comes back. Yeah. Obviously nothing's set in stone, but do you see yourself as that starting three? And why?
I've been seeing different things, different articles, people talking about it, but it would be great to be a starter, but to be honest, that's not even my main focus. I just want to come in and be able to contribute, to help this team win. And if I am a starter, that's great. But if not, I'm not going to change the way I approach this game based off of that. So.
Front row, left-hand side, Monty.
Monty Poole, NBC Sports Bay Area. Alfonso, what did you learn last year in terms of playing both ends, getting your shot up, that you can take into this year? In other words, I guess, what did you feel you had to get better at for year two with this team?
Last year, I learned a lot, about myself and, just more about this game. We had a lot of veteran guys last year. They kind of, helped me, become a better pro. Me coming into the situation last year, I pretty much didn't know what to expect, and, I was thrown into the fire, and I had to learn and just go. As the season went on, just learn and go. But from my experiences going into this season, I know I'm probably be having to defend good guys. So last year, I was through out there. I did it, but I think now this year, I have a different approach on it. Like watching more film on guys. Learning their tendencies more. And, on the offensive end, I've learned the system. So I, just want to come in this year and be able to click, with guys. And like I said before, be able to help the other guys, learn the system as fast. Because, once you comfortable in the system and, comfortable on both ends, you're able to, excel.
Third row, right-hand side.
C.J. Peterson, San Francisco Examiner. So obviously, you touched on being kind of thrown into the fire, if you will, right?
Yeah.
You were kind of put in a situation, you were given a lot of, Kerr gave you a lot of confidence, throwing you into, minutes in the playoffs and whatnot. Considering the roster turnover here, how do you see your role expanding in that and kind of helping this roster kind of transition in this period right now?
Like you said, me being here last year, being one of the guys who came back, with this roster changing so much. I think since I know the system, I'm more comfortable with the system. I'm, more comfortable as a player. I'm comfortable with my role in this system. So, I think me just coming out and, you know, like I said, just being the guy that I've always been, and you know, just doing things, you know, at a high level, and you know, just being more consistent on a day-to-day basis. So.